We are just 1 week away from the release of Grand Archive Alchemical Revolution, set number 3, and as you can see here, I have a nice little booster box. Shout out to Weebs of the Shore. Thank you guys for sending me this. I get to crack open all 24 first edition booster packs of the new set for you guys in this very video. But I want to mention one thing. I actually have a second booster box I'm going to be cracking as well. I'm going to go ahead and release that in a few days. But if this video gets 50 likes today, I will release it as soon as that 50th like comes in. So if you want to see both boxes open right away, if you're excited for this, go ahead and leave a like on the video right away. And let's jump into this exciting Alchemical Revolution box opening. What's up everyone, it's Dan with Maindeck and welcome back to the pack cracking station. I have been waiting to crack open a box of these for so long. It feels like we've been in the sort of waiting period between set 2 and 3 for forever at this point. Before we do jump into it, I do want to point something out as I was looking over the box. You might remember from the set 1 boxes, they had a little Sylvie Easter egg on the back, and this time, if you can see that there, we actually have a little Arasana emote Easter egg and then a couple of the roots around her as well. So just another cute little Easter egg from Weebs. But let's jump into this thing. Let's crack open to this. Now, Alchemical Revolution is going to be very similar to some of the other sets in that, as far as like what we're going to be pulling from this, we can expect about a foil every 8 packs, about 3 foils per box. Now, when you're just getting into Grand Archive, if you've played a lot of other TCGs, that can seem pretty weird to have foils so rare. 3 foils per box, pretty crazy. But the cool thing is that foils tend to have value, and they're kind of fun to chase. So it does create them. It creates a bit more of a luxury to the foils to try and get, which, as much as I like foiling things out, I don't mind that here either. Otherwise, we are going to expect 1 ultra rare in this box as well. Some number of SRs, usually a little more variable, probably between 5 and 6, 5 and 7 maybe, depending. I think about every 4 packs we're going to get an SR. And if we are quite lucky, we will get a collector super rare in this box as well. So I've cracked open the box now. We have our 24 packs, and I think I'm just going to leave them in here and just go one side at a time. Here is our pack design, a nice kind of a yellow look to them, which look really good. There we go. It tells us all the different cards we can get. There are 16 different CSRs in the box, or in the set, I should say. There are 8 different URs, and they have a bunch of URs of the advanced elements that go in the main deck this time, which is kind of cool because I think the URs will be a little bit more valuable in this set than some of the URs in the past sets have been. So I'm looking forward to, we like when you open the box and you get cards that are actually worth something. So that is hopefully going to be nice. Now, why don't we crack into this thing? We'll start with this Diana pack on the left side. Oh yeah, and I have the scissors out because, every time I try doing the pack ripping side, pulling the tab, it just doesn't work very well. So we're going to be snipping them today. If you guys caught my Fractured Crown box opening, for that box, I was given a hot box from Weebs of the Shore. This time, I was not told anything of the sort. So I believe if we get a CSR in here, it is a legit pull, and not a sort of a cheaty pull like that one was. So cracking open our first pack, and I think we'll go through the commons a little bit right away, but we'll quickly start to move past going through every single card. But we do have Tenoris level 1. We have a Reconnaissance Field. Scry the Skies, a reprint, actually. I didn't know that was in the main set. So reprint Scry the Skies from set 1. Flameblessed Trainee, actually. I think this is a card we haven't had spoiled it as far as when I'm recording this. So I'm going to have to take a look at that in a little bit. Looks like another... okay, kind of cool. And a way to discard some fire cards. Subjugating Lash. As long as your champion has 12 or more damage counters on them, Subjugating Lash gets +2 damage. That's pretty cool. Crystalline Distiller. Fiery Duelist. Oh, this card is great. You may discard a Fire Element card if you do draw a card and it becomes distant on enter. That card is really, really sweet. Rousing Slam, great card from the Guardian Starter deck. Barter Herbs. Vaporjet Shieldbearer, uncommon. We have a Vanishing Shot, uncommon. And our first pull is an SR, Anathema's End. This is a really, really sick bullet for the Ranger deck. So very cool. Nice. Start off with an SR. That's really good. Actually, I'm going to have to pull this off to the side so I can... Let's get our pulls right here. All right. Pack 2. Gonna get that Arasana level 3, the pack level 3 that likes to counter spells. Blazing Charge, Take Aim, Hypothermia, Empowering Tincture, brew 1 mana root, 1 herb. On enter, if Empowering Tincture was brewed, draw a card into your memory. Your champion gets +2 level. Hey, that's a cool card. It's like Crystal of Empowerment, but it's a tincture that does it. That's really neat. Study the Fables, Airship Cruiser, a little ranged floating memory card for Ranger. Organize the Alliance. We have a Young Peacekeeper, excellent foster card for the Guardian. We have an Astrocyte and a Cometfall rare. If you buy the, gonna say the right thing, Cleric starter deck, you're actually gonna get 3 copies of this. So you only need to find 1 more. Shouldn't be too hard to get your playset of Cometfall, and I would recommend a playset of Cometfall in that deck if you expect to place any aggro decks at all. You need to be able to wipe their board. All right, first card in this pack. This is actually a token, so this is kind of interesting. So the tokens appear to take the place sometimes of the character cards in the packs. So we have Obelisk of Armaments token. I'm gonna set that aside because it's a token. Healing Aura, Blazing Charge, Escape the Wreckage, Diffusive Block. This card costs 1 less to activate if you control a shield item. Prevent the next 2 damage that would be dealt to target unit this turn, and Floating Memory. That's a cool Guardian card. Strategic Warfare. Give your allies +1 power and True Sight and a unit True Sight until end of turn. Manic Zealot. Palatial Concourse. Wave Rider Protector. Navigate the Streets. That was one of our preview cards. Actually, that's really cool. Vanitas. And rare Exalted Doromegian Throne. The Exalted Throne is kind of a payoff card for the domain focus strategy, which maybe is going to be something now. There's going to be a bunch of new domains you can play with. And there in this pack, we have another token. We're going to open up a Blightroot token. Academy Attendant. Plea for Peace. Airship Engineer. Reconstructive Surgery. We have an Enchaining Gale. Cleric spell. This card costs 1 less to activate and suppress target ally. Ooh, okay, nice. Cleric get a nice efficient suppress. Barter Herbs, Automaton Bomber, Sanctum of Esoteric Truth, a Smash with Obelisk, a Calculated Foresight. Put the top 2 cards of your deck into your graveyard, then you may banish a card with Floating Memory from your graveyard. If you do, your champion gains ranged 3. That's pretty neat. And a Cascading Round. Actually, I think a pretty potent little Water Bullet for the Water Ranger builds. So a couple Water Ranger cards there in that pack. No foils yet, and we haven't seen our ultra rare, so we got lots to look forward to. We have an Arasana level 3. Lone Gunslinger, a Floating Memory ranged 1 common unit. Nice. Hypothermia. Into the Fray. Imperial Alchemist. Refresh Chamber. Materialize a bullet from your material deck, then you may banish a card of Floating Memory from graveyard. If you do, put it into your memory. Oh, that's really neat. Wow, that's cool. Oasis Trading Post. Hey, look at this. MTG players know trading post effects. This is pay 3 Glimpse 2, pay 4 Gather, pay 5 Summon a Drone. That's a cool domain. That's really neat. Shimmercloak Assassin, another Refresh Chamber. Didn't I just get that? Or is that... I got 2 Refresh Chambers in the same pack. All right, look at that. Commons are definitely random. Lava Heated Brew, draw a card, discard a card. If you didn't discard a potion, deal 3 damage to your champion. And Floating Memory. Oh, interesting. Wow, that seems really good, actually. That's sweet. Fertile Grounds, and we have a rare Tether in Flames. Counter your spell unless you want to take a lot of damage. Okay. What is our first foil going to be, is the question. I think I still actually haven't managed to open a foil ultra rare in anything, which I would love to get one, obviously. That'd be really cool. And if you guys watched my live stream opening 18 boxes of set 1, I did not pull a single CUR in those, so I would love to get one here. That would be really cool. Unearthed Revelations, we got a Bottled Forge Light, we have a Caretaker Drone. Oh, I do see a foil coming here. Fiery Duelist, and hey, a foil SR. You know what? I'm gonna take that. I will take that foil Provoke Obstinance. Look at that. Wow, that looks so cool. They have excellent plating they do in this game. And the cool thing too about foils is that you get that little watermark of the champion class if it's got a class bonus on it. That gets foiled as well. So these foils look very nice. They're a very awesome Guardian card too. Foil SR. I'm not going to turn that down any day of the week. That's awesome. Okay, very cool. Set that over here. We have a Fire-Tuned Automaton uncommon. As an additional cost to activate this card, discard a Fire Element card. Floating Memory, 3/1. Wow, 2 for a 3/1. You have to pitch a card. That's interesting. That is definitely interesting. We have a Dormant Sacrificial Altar, and then another SR in this pack, 2 SR pack. We got an Orb of Hubris. If you were tired of drawing the same cards that you shuffled away with Orb of Regret. Oh, I didn't use the scissors this time. I just cracked it open and it worked just fine. We have an Orb of Hubris for you instead. So in this pack we have Arasana, Healing Aura, Blazing Charge, Escape the Wreckage, Diffusive Block, Manic Zealot, Palatial Concourse, Wave Rider Protector, and Chaining Gale, Wild Growth Elixir uncommon, Swooping Talons uncommon, and a Cyclonic Strike rare. Another card you're going to find in the Guardian starter deck. Maybe I don't need the scissors. No, I'm just going to use the scissors. It's easier to use the scissors. All right, we have an Aura Steel Greatsword token card, Stream of Consciousness, Potion of Healing, some Cleric cards to start, Windbless Arbalest, range 2 with Vigor, class bonus Vigor. Nice. We have a Plea for Peace. We have an Awakened Deacon. We have a Sidestep. We have a Rousing Slam, Study the Fables, Vanitas level 2, Deploy Gun Shield. Oh, I want a Gun Shield. Target gun weapon you control gains Spell Shroud until end of turn, Floating Memory. Hey, that's sick. That's sick. Get out of here, Spurn to Ash. I like that. And we have a Torrential Blast. Alrighty. Got a Diana level 3 at the start of this pack. Academy Attendant, Plea for Peace, Airship Engineer, Into the Fray, Barter Herbs, Automaton Bomber, Sanctum of Esoteric Truth, Trained Sharpshooter, Fanatical Devotee, that's uncommon actually, Tactical Retreat, and a rare Potion Infusion Starlight. Now I think you only get 1 copy of this in the Cleric starter deck, so if you are looking to use those to make your level crazy huge at Cleric Endgame, then you are going to want to pick up some more of those. Start this pack with a Razorvine token, Healing Aura, Excoriate. We have a 4-cost action mage spell with level 2+. This card costs 1 less to activate, and destroy target ally with reserve cost 4 or less. Oh, cool. Okay. Nice. Interesting. There's not a lot of removal like that in Grand Archive that just destroys target ally, basically. It's a lot of just like damage-based stuff instead, so it's nice to see them exploring that. Bottled Forge Light, Caretaker Drone, Perfect Repulsion, Overwhelming Swing, Guardian, Class Bonus, Hammer Attack. Combat damage dealt by this attack is unpreventable. Oh, nice. Cool. 5 damage swing that is unpreventable at level 2+ for Guardian. And a Battlefield Spotter. Kind of a damage multiplier for the Wind Ranger deck. Giving ranged to all your units. If they already had ranged, ranged does stack. So you can get lots of ranged on your things. Lots of Battlefield Spotters means lots of ranged. Got a Creeping Torment at front. Now that's really interesting because this is actually a regular card, but it is generated by some of the Ranger effects. So they kind of put it in this token slot. Even though it's a normal common, you can put it in your deck. Take Aim, Convalescent Tonic, Harvest Herbs. We have Windblessed Arbalest, Trained Sharpshooter, Crystalline Distiller, Empowering Prayer. Your champion gets +2 level to end of turn, then your champion's level is equal to the amount of cards in your memory. Then if your champion's level is equal to the amount of cards in your memory, draw a card. Okay, that's pretty interesting. That is kind of interesting. Enhance Hearing. This card costs 1 less to activate. For Rangers, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. You may reveal a Wind Element card or a reaction card from among them and put it in your hand. Oh, cool. All right, nice. Whirlwind Vizier. It's a 2/3 for Clerics and it has 3 tap, sack, destroy target non-fractal Fantasia. Wow, okay, that's another interesting little interaction card. Vanish from Sight, and we have Astral Seal, the SR counterspell in Astra. Allows you to negate any card activation, and it's totally free if that card's already in banishment. Which there are definitely ways to get your opponent's cards into banishment. And I think that's especially scary if you're trying to play Rai against that deck, because Rai just wants to banish all his good arcane cards right away and then play more copies of them later. And they're just going to get countered for free. Yikes. Just a matchup thing you probably have to be aware of. Windbless, Arbless, Crystalline Distiller, Empowering Prayer, Enhance Hearing, Exercise Curses, Rapid Reload, Fiery Warcry. Ooh, nice. Guardian, draw a card, discard a card. You may banish a fire element card from your graveyard. When you do, target ally loses taunt and intercept until end of turn. Just make sure he gets his attacks through. And we have, oh, I have not seen this card. Lena, Doromija's Herald. This is a 3-cost, 1/3, unique ally, ranger, human with class bonus, True Sight. Pay 4, tap, look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a ranger ally from among them and put it in your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. This ability costs 2 less to activate as long as Lena is distant. Huh, wow, okay. That's pretty fascinating. She can dig for more allies. She doesn't have ranged, but Battlefield Spotter or something can also give her range to take extra advantage of the distant, but then you'd have to attack. But if she had Vigor, if you could give her Vigor somehow, you could then use it. That's cool. That's okay. That's an interesting card. Interesting SR. I had not seen that card yet. By the time you guys see this video, it's probably all been spoiled, but some of these are totally new to me right now because I am seeing these before the final spoilers have been posted. Armored Valkyrie, Potion of Healing, Reconnaissance Field, Scry the Skies, Fiery Duelist, Oasis Trading Post, Shimmercloak Assassin, Refresh Chamber, Drought of Stamina, Rocket Jump, and Attune with Flames, or Draft of Stamina. Isn't that Draft of Stamina? Anyway, Attune with Flames. Guardian Skillcraft costs 6, costs 2 less to activate for class bonus. Activate only during an opponent's recollection phase. Target guardian weapon you control gets +5 until the end of your next turn. That is very, very funny too. I like that. That's a lot of damage. During an opponent's recollection phase, though, it's basically saying, okay, hit me this turn. You can hit me as much as you want. Next turn, I'm swinging back hard. That's a very funny card. Can you kill the Guardian in one turn? He's got a lot of health. I don't know. I don't know if you can do it. Unearth Revelations, Empowering Tincture, Excoriate, Airship Engineer, Exercise Curses, Serum of Wisdom, Forge Light, Shield Maiden. I love that card. Crystalline Distiller, Explosive Fractal. On enter deals 2 damage to target champion with reservable. Yeah, that's great. That's cool. That's quite cool. Frigid Bash, a Guardian Shield attacks, costs 2 less to activate if you control a shield. On hit, the hit unit doesn't wake up during its controller's next wake up phase unless that player pays 2. Neat. A little Shield Bash, nice. Shield Bash attack. We have a rare that I haven't seen, a Neos card, Amorphous Strike. Costs 3, Guardian Sword, 4 damage attack. Class bonus, on attack you may banish an attack card from your graveyard. If you do, it gains +X, where X is the banished card's power. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like this. That is going to be a huge follow-up attack to whatever else you've done that game. Heavy swing into this for a 10 damage attack. Yeah, let's go. That's sweet. Guardian is the king of swinging for massive, massive damage on their attacks. You better be able to take him out. Here he is. Here's the boy, by the way. Tenoris Genesis Aegis. Into the Fray, Unearth Revelations, Stream of Consciousness, Potion of Healing, Enchaining Gale, Barter Herbs, Automaton Bomber, Sanctum of Esoteric Truth, Fiery Warcry. We have a Dominating Strike, the Vanitas bonus card, and we have a Gloamspire Wraith. Oh my goodness, there's so many cards I haven't seen yet. Wow, okay, this is cool. 3 cost, 3/2, Ally, Ranger, Human, class bonus, range 2. So if you can make it distant, it's a 5/2 effectively for Ranger. For 3, as long as Gloamspire Wraith is distant, it has on hit, recover X, where X is the amount of damage dealt by this hit. I love this. This, along with Carter, are providing multiple ways for your Ranger to heal back up after she self-damages or just takes a bunch of hits. Oh, that is cool. That's interesting. That's interesting. I feel like some of these advanced element allies in this set, they really nailed. They're quite a bit more enticing than some of the ones from the previous sets have been. And I'm excited to see what people do with them. Lone Gunslinger, Airship Engineer, Strategic Warfare, Manic Zealot, Palatial Concourse, Wave Rider Protector, Scavenge the Distillery. Return up to 1 target potion item from your graveyard to your hand. Oh, cool. Okay. Crystalline Archer. 2 cost, range 3. On attack, you may banish a card with floating memory from your graveyard. If you do, draw a card and it becomes distant. Wow, and a range 3 for 2? Okay. Yeah. All right. This is, yeah, Water Ranger's got some damage, too. Don't count Water Ranger out. Water Ranger's got some damage. And Genny, Gifted Mechanist. I think this is the first time we've seen the non-CSR version of that card. That was previously... I actually thought it was Norm Element because I didn't look close enough. But seeing that version, obviously he's Water Element. Oh, you can get the Spirits in packs now. Spirit of Water. There it is. Unearth Revelations, Imperial Alchemist, Empowering Tincture, Excoriate, Shimmercloak Assassin, Refresh Chamber, Strategic Warfare, Manic Zealot, Young Peacekeeper, Astrocyte, and there's our UR. It is Neos Elemental. So our UR for the box is the Neos UR. This is, so if you haven't seen this guy, he is a 10 cost, but hang on to that. Class bonus, card costs 1 less to activate for each token object you control. So he's not just a 10 cost 1/1. He also gets +1/+1 for each token object you control. So if you have 5 token objects, he is a 5 cost 6/6 with Hindered, comes in rested, but then has Steadfast, Taunt, True Sight, and Vigor. So he'll untap at the end of your turn. He ignores Stealth when he fights things. Your opponent has to attack him, and he can retaliate whether or not he is rested. That's Steadfast. So that's a very cool... look at this Neos-focused box here, by the way. Very cool UR. I'm very curious to see if people can come up with some late game, like maybe Water Tenoris builds that like just get that Neos Elemental down and what are you going to do about it? Kind of thing. Kind of like how people use Deer in Merlin. Tenoris has a lot of Merlin energy, the ability to go super, super late and just win the game on raw value. Umbracite, Windbless Gatekeeper. A Guardian Human 1/2 with Taunt, and on entry you may pay 2 when you do put a buff counter on target Guardian ally you control. That's pretty cool. And an Umbral Tithe. That is a rare that you will get also in the Ranger starter deck. You will not get Gloamspire Wraith in there, though. You're not going to get that cool. Not that cool, lady. Speaking of cool ladies, here's Diana. Windblessed Arbalest, Plea for Peace, Healing Aura, Excoriate, Trained Sharpshooter, Crystalline Distiller, Empowering Prayer, Enhance Hearing, Summon Sentinels uncommon, Flash Freeze uncommon, and Enhance Potency. This is a Cleric spell that says it costs 1 less to activate for Cleric, and it's Rest Target Potion. If you do, the next time you activate an ability of that potion that turn, copy that ability. All right, combo time. Let's go. That's fun. So that's kind of like the potion infusions. It'll just enhance a potion to do its thing twice. There are definitely some interesting things you can do with that, especially with the Astra Potion. All right, Mana Root, Reconnaissance Field. You guys have seen all these commons already. We're gonna zoom through these. We got a Polcock. What up, Polcock? Repelling Palm Blast. Return all allies with 2 power or less to their owner's memories. With floating memory. Okay, that is... that's a cool card. And Gloamspire, Black Market. There's our rare there. An Assassin-themed rare, but no class bonus on it. We still need to find 2 foils in here. Still need to find 2. Are they here? They've got to... I think I see one here. I think there's one in this pack. So we'll get it. We'll get the foils yet. All right. Zoom through our commons. Yep. There we go. There we go. Foil. Oh, cool art. Wow. Foil. Fanatical Devotee. It's both a Cleric and Tamer, so it has both those class icons foiled. The watermarks down there. And see, look at that plating. That looks super sharp. These foils always look great. If you haven't touched Grand Archive cards, if this is just your first experience, by the way, they are like super high quality all over the place. You'll see it's got the UV spot glossing on the back. They're very, very nice cards, and these foils are excellent looking. So, okay, there we go. There's one more foil for us. We have a Force Load, a Raise the Land, and then a rare Fractal of Creation. We have 3 packs left. And I'm looking to find one more foil in these 3 packs. We have 5 SRs so far. There's a chance I missed one, honestly, in here, not counting the foil. So I think we're doing all right. I wouldn't mind seeing one more. All right, zoom through these commons. And we have a Conjure Downpour, we have a Meltdown, and we have a rare Resplendent Kite Shield. Which is a 0-cost shield. Regalia items as on enter, put a refinement counter on it. Class bonus, put 2 refinement counters on it instead. Remove a refinement from it. Prevent the next 1 damage to be dealt to your champion this turn. It'll prevent some damage. It'll trigger some of these shield things that we've seen in these packs. It's an interesting Regalia option for your Guardian decks. If you can find ways to put more refinement counters on them, I'm not sure I can think of anything that does that right now. Because it's not durability, it's using refinement counters. But maybe. I don't know the whole set. Okay, this is our second to last pack. We're gonna have a Neosite, a Freezing Round, and a Fractal of Snow. And then let's crack open. This is the very last pack of the box right here. So we are hoping that there is a 3rd foil sitting in here. We didn't miss a foil in this box. Let's see what we get. Reposition, Armored Valkyrie, Potion of Healing, Wave Rider Protector, Sanctum of Esoteric Truth, Enhancing Gale, and there it is. Foil Bottled Forge Light. We got our 3rd. Nice. Another Fire Cleric foil, which is kind of neat. Do a bunch of damage with that one, and we have a Winds of Retribution, a Rhymesoul Bishop, and a Shade Cursed Hunter. I actually got to preview that one recently as well, so... oh no, sorry, I didn't preview this one. This one was already previewed. I'm getting my Umbra allies mixed up. There's a lot of Umbra allies, actually. Oh, Gloamspire is an SR. That's why. I missed that. There we go. You can stop commenting on that. That's okay. Well, actually, go ahead. Commenting's great anyway. All right, I'm just making sure. Yeah, that's all the SRs. So here were our SRs for the box. Gloamspire, Genny, Gifted Mechanist, Lena, Dorimigia's Herald, Astral Seal, Orb of Hubris, and Anathema's End. And then our foils were Bottled Forge Light, Fanatical Devotee, and the foil SR, Provoke Obstinance. And then our ultra rare was a Neos Elemental. All right, so there you guys go. That is our first box of Alchemical Revolution. Like I said, we do have one more box opening. If you're seeing this on release, make sure you like the video. When we get 50 likes, I'll make sure that gets released immediately. Otherwise, it'll be up in a couple of days. And if you're catching this after the fact, it'll probably be right here at the end screen right when I'm done. So go ahead and click that if you want to watch another box opening. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, Alchemical Revolution releases January 26th. Make sure you hit up your local LGS for it. I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and we'll see you in the next one.